now we're so excited to meet Jim, the author of this book that Bishop Reed has right at his station over here. And the first thing I need to know before we even get to it is, so here you are, a busy grad student, a husband, a dad. How'd you have time to write a book?
Time, something that it's a project that I've been thinking about for a long time. I researched for quite a while. I've always wanted to write a book ever since I was a kid. It was kind of in the back of my mind. But the impetus of doing this came with growing my faith and finding out how really essential our faith is that Christ gave us. It's not just highly relevant, but essential to our lives. And seeing so many people in the church either not feeling like they're disciples or connected, and seeing so many drifting away because they they don't feel like they understand the faith. No one's ever really taught it to them. Gave me the impetus to think about writing a book that kind of took a great story together with the Catholic teachings, right, and try to do that. So with that impetus, I found the time, right? Yeah. So
and it takes a lot of time and effort. I've been through the process myself, Jim, and it's one thing to dream and to want to write a book, but then can you tell us a bit about how you come up with the themes, the process of putting this all together, actually putting it on paper?
Yeah, I try to keep in mind what my goal was. If somebody had either fallen away or someone said, look, there's a lot of great resources out there that we all know that are out there. It's rich and numerous resources, but most people don't know about them, and they're maybe not in a place where they want to go find them, put them together. So if someone said to me, could you just put it all in one place and make it interesting and really relevant? So the idea of the new evangelization was to do things with new methods, right, new expressions. So using a novel, a fiction novel, but putting in it, the faith itself was something that really drove me through this process. So I spent 5 to 6 years researching.
Wow.
Not only researching the faith part, going to St. John's Seminary or Franciscan University. There's tons of books and Apologetics Academy. So doing a lot of things to make sure I knew all the elements of the faith, whether it's marriage or the Eucharist or things like that, and how critical they are to life itself.
Yeah. I'll get a little bit off point, but before the show you were talking about one of the folks at Franciscan. So share with our viewers the story of who helped you with the book and how they helped you kind of edit.
Yeah, I think one of the greatest parts about this is people I've met that I wouldn't have met, right? And I met Michael Levine, who's the head of Evangelization and Discipleship.
Who, by the way, excuse me, said that he could not put the book down.
Yeah, what great witness for you.
Sorry to interrupt.
We're going to promote this for you.
So at Franciscan University, the head of catechetics is Professor Ron Bolster. And I wanted to make sure that what I had in there was solid. And he agreed to read it. And he went through it. He said he never once felt like he had to pick up the pen to change something. So that gave me a lot of confidence. It's also gotten the Catholic Writers Guild seal of approval. So the Catholic teachings in there are critical. The feedback I've gotten from a lot of readers that's been humbling and very encouraging is the story, the interest in the story, the characters, the things they related to. So putting real life together with the teachings, showed how this really goes together in our lives.
And people are able to get the book now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, it's on. It came out on August 15th.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
And did a lot of praying to Mary throughout the process. And it's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And there's information on jimsano.com as well.
jimsano.com.
Right. I have a blog on there, and there's information on that book and some others I'm working on.
You going to read it, Bonnie?
I am. I listened to a few interviews with Kyle, who we know here, Kyle Hyman. That was a great interview that you did. There's some wonderful resources on your website, jimsano.com, and certainly people should think about the book for a little Christmas gift, maybe.
Valentine's.
Valentine's Day. Perfect thing to have. Thanks so much,
Jim. Okay. I hope you have a very, very happy New Year. It's great to have you in the living room because we're neighbors.
Yes.
And Kevin Nelson, we're all the Walpole, the Medfield crowded over there. We're just a few miles away apart.
But he's an East Lynn boy, so.
Oh, originally?
Yeah, I grew up in Lynn.
Yeah.
Well, I hope people pick up a copy of the book or a copy for their significant other or spouse. I think it's, as Bonnie and I said, a great gift for the new year and Valentine's. We're going to take just a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of This Is the Day. Don't go away.